BlameF. Forward. Get some information at least. But the smoke's up. Crims, of course, is behind that. And obviously, kind of allows Thunderpick to get in toward Cave and destroy Blame. They realise what's going on there, 9Z, and punish Fnatic's setup very quickly.
Yeah, very good play coming through from 9Z. I love how they battle for the site, and then they get really good post-plant positions afforded to them as well. Nork on the big flank has had to give up his position by getting the kill to open up this retake, but then there's a flurry of frags off the bat for the team side. It's only the Legend Crims left remaining, and not for much longer either. Nothing zen about that, Mr. Buddha, putting bullets in people's brains, but he's here to do damage as 9Z open up.
Yeah, it's sometimes, obviously, if it's not reflecting off the monitor, making it hard to see, it'll be feeling refreshing, I think, in those rooms.
Yeah, I love me a lounge boot camp. It feels so comfortable and homey, you know, compared to like a normal boot camp facility. Either way, it's going to be the full investment coming through here. Nork, it does actually just straight up pre-fire the spray there, and it will be BlameF who filters into position to finish off what Nork had started, but the trade from Martinez is a thing of beauty, and Matties will now slot into position.
Body is here. Oh, goose on the angle. That's disgusting for Buddha. What's he just done to Body? Oh, poor lad. You'll be feeling that one into the next round. Might have a headache tomorrow morning. Mattis is left last alive, 1 versus 3. And he's about to get flanked from DGT, and that is a lovely kill. Now, one thing I do want to mention quickly about Fnatic, right? I mean, there'll be some people in chat who'll know this, because I'm a bit of a Fnatic regular when it comes to their open qualifiers that have played this year. Yeah, this is one of the hardest ones to call, I think, of the entire group stage, all 4 groups, because it's just like, we don't know which form of 9Z and Fnatic will turn up on the day. There are still lots of question marks about Fnatic and the addition of Nork, even though we all think it's a good move. I feel like obviously the synergy maybe isn't there just yet. So there was a day where 9Z were going to get one over Fnatic again. A different land to online. Maybe it'd be today, and the man that I criticised has been as clean as a whistle in the opening stages of this game. Buddha has once again hit an entry, and it's on the all-important AWP of Nork.
Yeah, that is a brilliant opening kill. That's just round over. Buddha hammering home on Nork, stepping into the Swedish scope and coming out on top of that. I mean, Body could get a consolation kill here, just edges into the angle. He will find Max, but like I said, that's not going to be a kill that has any impact on the outcome of the round here. This has been a blistering start for 9Z, looking like the 9Z we've come to know and love throughout the year. And I mean, I feel like they just need one good run in a tournament to improve the form, right? It's been pretty rough for them. We had a few interviews out of Max in the Elisa land that happened recently, and he said that they just need some more confidence. I mean, a lot of buzzwords used, didn't really give too much info on what he felt like they were struggling with, but I don't think that the issues are dire for 9Z. I feel like they're very resolvable.
We need to see that combination of BlameF, Mattis and Nork deliver. As Crims, you know, he's happy these days to be a role player and do his job, doesn't complain. I think that's one of BlameF's quotes from that interview. So, if that doesn't happen for them, then they can often get off to very slow starts. And, well, at least that's a good start to this round with a lovely deep nade onto Max.
Fnatic need to get themselves on the board here. Kills have been hard to come by, particularly opening kills. That might be their first of the map. Nork is playing the donut angles, is kind of jiggling A main right now. He's got some support from BlameF, so he's going to just filter into the bomb site itself. Oh my goodness, Nork should definitely have finished off the frag of Martinez rather. They're not going to click BlameF here, that's for sure, but a great double peek, high and low, just pinging contact off of one another. Still the man advantage will persist though for Fnatic.
Oh, that's annoying for Buddha as well, just shifted past the angle slightly and got caught with a few bullets through the smoke. DGT still lurking in mid, couldn't win this duel. It's rough against Mattis, but he does find it. Now, Crimson Body, they know this round surely is a must. So, bit of pressure on this one now. Buddha's obviously got that AWP picked up. 54 health. He's 8-0 so far. Feels like he's been unbeatable, but he can't flick down. And Crims takes it. Bomb dropped outside A in main. DGT off angle. Crims knows he doesn't need to go too deep on this one with 35 seconds. Body is here to help. You know, he was in mid earlier, and Crims will just react to that one in time. That is what we want to see from Crims. He was 0-4, quad kill. He's now 4-4. Yeah, it's not like 9Z in that opening 5 rounds really had a number of super clean ones to build up that cash. There's a number of losses, and as you can see, it's really only Buddha and DGT that have a bit of a bank to work with.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, this is so common, of course, on Ancient. When you usually play retake as a CT on the A site because it's so easy to retake, one of the easier sites to retake in the game. 9Z decided to pull the play on a fast A rush and with no hesitation whatsoever. It leaves Fnatic locked away in donut with a couple of players trying to use those HEs to break the smokes. But right now, 9Z have got all the positional control.
Yeah, they're setting themselves up for a big retake here off Fnatic, but they're taking quite a bit of time to actually get in position, and 9Z have some decent post-plant positions, A main and Temple to work with right now. Crims through the smoke is going to draw first blood. That'll set this retake in motion. So much work to be done, though. That time continues to tick down so rapidly. Buddha, he is the one in the prime position right now. Gets the first try, going to use the nade to clear up the smoke. It's not going to go all the way. Crims will still die to Max, and that'll be enough to seal the deal.
They're all going to go down with the ship. Only Nork survived. Was that 1 point of health he just survived on there?
A single hit point. Either way, I really like how Crims has kind of evolved as a player. It's the reason why he's still right up at the top of the scene. You know, over all the years, we've seen a lot of players who were at the top when Crims was at the top with Fnatic in 2015 and 16 who have fallen off since then. But he's really been able to just keep himself relevant by evolving into more of a role player, you know, taking less resources in the team and providing more in the structure and supportive side of the game.
Yeah, and of course at this point now, he's one of the most longest tenured players on a singular org in Counter-Strike history. You've got Rain.
Yeah.
How long he'll be left on FaZe at this point. And of course you've got BTN Nexus as a more of a left field one. He's been on that team for I think 8 years plus now at this point. Bless him.
If Crims had never had that little soiree with Godsend, then he would be the longest standing member on a team today. So
correct.
2 months cost him that mantle. Either way, 4 versus 4 here was just a half investment coming through from Fnatic, so no reason not to go for this retake. Even if it's just damage that they get out of it, that would still be welcomed with 9Z's economy looking pretty tender. Is there maybe a way for them to win this retake?
DGT always caught swapping to the AWP on the ground. That's a bit of a weird decision to make on that timing, and Body's getting all the kills right now. He's got a triple, but Max looks away, thinking that he could be getting flanked from Jag at exactly the wrong time. What a retake from Fnatic, and that's going to do wonders to their economy.
Start to feel some pressure for the first time here in the series. We need the rifles to call their own shots here for 9Z. I feel like maybe sometimes they just play a little bit too structured and by the book. You don't see someone like Peak just running at his opponents. It's going to be Max this time, though. Rolls up his sleeve straight in towards middle. DGT on the drive-by. Looks to pepper down the Jaguar player. Matty's with his tail between his legs will go back into the safety of Cave, but it's 9Z who have drawn first blood.
Jiggle information. And he takes 1 bullet of damage. With that pick, thanks to Max. Doesn't have to worry about Cave. He doesn't pre-aim the wider angle, thinking they're not even through Jaguar yet. Max gets second, and Fnatic are nowhere near the site here. There should be a plant. It comes now. And even though Mattis is putting some bullets through that CT smoke, I think we know what the answer is here. Nork is actually somewhat surrounded as well. Needs to be wary of the pick timing. And okay, at least he's got the intel on that now. That can be relayed over to Mattis to probably take him down, or at least take the duel on him. But Peak is cleaner. Cowboy does it again.
And that's 9Z just doing a fantastic job here of making sure that Fnatic can't really bring this back to even keel. Every time it's kind of felt like the game is entering some sort of a state of balance, 9Z are able to just tip the scales in their favor. That's an instant headshot out of Buddha, and you can see the response there from Norg.
Yeah, there is a few positions in Counter-Strike right now where those shadow advantages do seem a little bit too ridiculous. Bottom of ramp on Vertigo, and you're flanking as a CT.
Well,
yeah, this one here, you can see a couple more with that too. Speed from 9Z, turning up the wick, and Fnatic weren't ready. Mattis gets the only one. Once again, it's Max to multi-frag, and Crims needs his kill immediately. He'll get it, and actually, Nork has found DGT in the meantime, so the round is still on here in a 2v2.
Yeah, it certainly is. Very good job here from Nork and Crims to bring this back into a very doable retake. Peak is going to be able to shift himself off the bomb site, and there's still a lot of util here in play for both of the teams. All 4 players still have util at their disposal. Smoke grenades could make this one really awkward. One of them goes cave. Is the other one for the bomb or for ramp? That's the question right now. Time ticking away. No kits on either of these CTs. And Martinez takes a big step in the right direction by taking down his opposite number. Job just not done, though.
No time.
However, yeah, no time. That's the problem, right? Crims might be able to get the kill with no scope. Martinez looking to desperately avoid the knife. He'll get chopped down by Crims, but 9Z have the round added to their tally. Last round of the first half upon us. Fnatic desperately need a fourth. 9-3, and that could see the end of the map in the first half.
Just wants to play aggressive with body. They've got lots of shelf control and mid control, actually, with BlameF in that position too. Smoke is going to sit bait for now, and DGT has crept through it. Oh, it's something to be awful for Blame. He does keep the check on a tight angle, but he does get removed, and Mattis can only trade. Buddha once again a clean shot.
Body.
He's 13-5.
Yeah, he is having a lifer right now here up against Fnatic. At least Body will find timing with the backstab there as the smoke bottom mid started to fade. Realizes he has to push forward. Gets a big kill back. Nork still has his AWP in play as well. But it's going to be Crims towards the over towards the safe bomb side, has a job to do. Who after Peaky wants to phase through the smoke, but Crims was waiting patiently on the opposite side for that exact play. And Huasso Peak's roll of the dice doesn't work out the way he would have hoped.
You know what? Fair play on the recovery of this round for Fnatic, but it's not over yet with Body going down. As Nork just creeps forward, and now they know where Crims was earlier. They know he's always been the A player, and he got a kill there anyway. Got a kill there anyway to confirm it. And we'll go down on B. Wrong side of the map, I'm afraid, for Crims. Of course, he has to go for it. Max is going to hear him, and it could be weird timing on this one, but he's looking for the kit on the floor. He's found the kit on the floor, but he's found Doom, I'm afraid. 9Z, a brilliant opening to their Thunderpick campaign. 2-0 Rebels as well, which is their only win in recent times. As Fnatic, and it's relatively similar. They did okay at Res, but they did lose to eventual champions in Amiga.
I do want to pick up on that conversation, but we just got a pistol round here to get through first. Fnatic obviously with the must-win pistol. Nork with some smoothment there will be able to jump behind the pillar. Fnatic going to fight their way forward here as well. Brilliant triple from Body. My goodness, all of them headshots assisted by the perfect Crims flash, and Fnatic will do as was required.
Yeah, pure aggression. Huasso Peak and Martinez are going to try and save their Kevlar. So if you want to pick up that conversation, go for it now.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is I feel like if we had just rolled back the clock 6 months ago before that IAM Dallas run from 9Z, we wouldn't be looking at this recent run of form from them as being like a disaster. Because we didn't really look at them as a team who was supposed to be winning all these series that we're now questioning them losing, right? So I feel like it's just sort of the weight. Okay, I mean, there's no way for them to win the round. Nice kills. But I feel like it's the weight of their success which has now been weighing down on them because of the pressure that's come through off the back of it.
I do, but I don't. We're into the second round of the second half, and Martinez has got this scout out. Let's see what he can do with it. He's going to have to flick up, though. Oh, my word, it would have been a 6 shot as well. We're definitely going to see a replay of that. Production of 2 on point to not show us a replay of that opening kill. That was definitely a solid one.
You got to be careful here if you're Fnatic. I was going to say, I'm not sure if you really want to take these gunfights maybe a little bit more calculated in your approach, and it's going to be DGT who gets completely blinded up, rattling off the shots with the 5-7. He's gotten 2. Max with the Julies has gotten in on the act as well. It's only BlameF left. Fnatic really try and force the issue into the B bomb site. And I was just saying, I don't think you have to be so direct and reliant on firepower alone to get the job done. You've got all the util, you've got time.
The locked in right now is Blame, knowing this is a round that could be possible to clutch, and it would be super impactful at that. Information on the first. Max, I think, has seen Blame too. There is utility available. Molly will go down. Now he can maybe duel the right-hand side instead. That's superb. He can isolate both duels here, and he almost got it down to perfection. You can see Blame's reaction. He knew that he was actually given an opportunity there, but Max gets the kill. We'll have to see if that transpires, of course. We've still got a rematch versus OG to come. Look at Group B. Anyone on their day can have a bad performance and a good performance. So, yeah, we'll see how that transpires as we go on. Max has lost his life to Mattis with just the P250. Hopefully instantly traded, and DGT's got the information, but another dink has come through, and he's going to have to Scarper.
Yeah, actually quite lucky to get out of dodge there with his life intact. And MongolZ have done quite well to contain Fnatic and not let things unravel off the back of that opening kill. I mean, it is possible. Depends how many holes there are in the bucket, but I guess you got to just move faster than the water pouring out the bucket. Either way, Fnatic going to move with pace in towards this B-bomb side. Some more chip damage being inflicted. Buddha's by himself on the side, runs out of ammo, pulls out the sidearm, taps it away. How is my brother still alive right now? Blessed by divine intervention. Body eventually gets the kill, but goes down immediately afterwards. That's the force fight dealt with as MongolZ go up 11-4. Maintain belief.
I want to give Mattis a hug right now. I feel like he needs it.
I know. I feel that way too, man.
He's usually such a great player for this Fnatic team. And his 4-14 is not the Mattis we know and love that has performed on this roster. And of course, in rosters gone by, there's that Sampi team where he really made a name for himself, I think, if I remember correctly. Why Fnatic went for a great choice that seemed to work out really well to begin with, but recent form hasn't been great, and I'm afraid he's going to go down again here. DGT found body in the meantime. Max finds that kill, as we saw from his POV, and there is nothing for Fnatic in the all-important gun round to save the game. MongolZ have turned up to play.
Yeah, this has been a MongolZ masterclass so far on Ancient. Just everything going according to plan. Didn't they lose to a half-buy in the first half as well, Trav? I'm pretty sure one of their rounds that they lost was a half-buy. So it's just does not paint a very exciting picture here for Fnatic, I'm afraid. Only Crim's left remaining. They've done 6 damage here in this all-important gun round. And yeah, this one is as good as done.
Oh baby, Crim's 1v5. And he gets the first. Bombs in the open. Max, moving forward. That's him on the timing. Good nade. Information. He's getting pinched from behind. That's the most annoying thing. 3 people are about to swing him. 1 from Shelf and 2 from the B side of the map. And MongolZ. That is a very confident performance. They're all loving that one. Yeah, a lot of the times it doesn't have to be map dependent when it comes to like all these stats we talk about, right? Like what we can do, we can go off of what we've seen previously, our own eye test, and obviously just previous results as well. Often it doesn't come down to any of that at all. It comes down to the day. And today, so far, MongolZ have looked better, but this is a fast pistol on Inferno. We're into the action here, and we're actually wrapped long straight away, and Buddha was not ready for that. Spam down already. Martinezza let them pass, and Blame, what a little fadeaway flick that was on Martinezza. He can't deal with DGT, but Crims will stop Pick from making his way up mid. 4 versus 2. Max, good response, but this is a hard retake.
Oh man, I mean, difficulty level nightmare for MongolZ here on the retake. I don't think there's any way back for them, especially without a Kittle util. It's going to have to require 3 rambunctious frags. And I feel like at this point, you might even be best off just looking to lock these guys in the bomb site and get some exit kills. But Fnatic will set their best foot forward here, as they're going to open up with a pistol round win.
They're still standing tall here, but you would think there'll be smokes and flashes coming in this position very quickly. Martinezza somehow doesn't go down there. Got scooshed through the edge of the wall down to 4 HP. Peak is caught on the site between 2 different mollies, but still finds a double headshot. That's insane from Peak. He even finds a low HP as Mattis too. Martinez is here. There's Crims going down. Oh, Fnatic, it's falling apart again.
Oh, they're going to try and pivot to the opposite side of the map here, but Buddha remains in wait. He's playing pick right now. Blamef barely has any health, so a single bullet would be enough to get that kill. Well, Buddha needs to try and play this as the longest game possible. Incendiary is going to be perfectly timed from him as well. Even though the nade's dunked on his head, he's bought the time here for the rotations to come through from his teammates. Bomb carrier's actually gotten across onto the site. The problem is now Max is here, so is DGT. Will a plant even be afforded to Fnatic? It looks like it. Okay. That does make things somewhat interesting, especially with Nork finding that frag, but he's been traded straight out, and Blamef probably only has one thing on his mind, and that's to try and save the gun here. MongolZ on the brink of answering back after losing the pistol.
Yeah, Martinezza knows it's Blamef as well. He doesn't reface it straight away. He knows he's probably going to be scarpering from the site. I'm sure the chat will enjoy that one, but it's really the logical choice for Blame to save on 2 HP. Unfortunately, we don't get enough of those these days. See what we've got here. Martinezza still got that scout. Voodoo and Pick Galil, very blind. Helped up by DGT for 1. And Martinezza's doing great work with the scout. Look how many tags he's getting right now. He's tagged body as well. Now with the 5-7 out, he knows he's damaged him up. This is textbook for Martin
Can't stay
Ezra.
alive.
Great HE will finally go down, but DGT is still here and being just an annoyance. And there is no time for anything else. They're going to have to keep a Deagle and a Galil alive. Sure, Blame does get one kill, almost goes down. But it's a nightmare to save on T side with what they actually had in the end. I like this boost, top mid. Don't really see this all that often anymore. BESTIA won't be spotted though, as he'll make his way into the cubby just in time as the smoke fades. He swings, he should die. Oh no, that's unbelievable. Did you just notice what happened there? Martin Ezra swung short, killed Body, who was boosting up Mattis, and meant that Mattis fell off the boost as they swung.
I know.
Oh, it's hilariously
comical.
bad luck.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate timing there for Fnatic as Martin Ezra removes the scaffolding out from underneath Mattis. And now with 25 seconds, again, it feels like they're running these rounds incredibly low and then constantly trying to go in towards the safe bomb site. Buddha's in pit again. A Galil this time. Not a great weapon to have, and he's going to lose his head. Martin Ezra goes down to Crims. A phenomenal double coming through from the veteran. Will bring Fnatic back in control of the round. 2 versus 2. DGT from top middle, and he's making a lot of noise right now. Max is going to try and join in for the retake. They've got kits, or at least a kit between them, and both these Fnatic players are committed to the bomb site.
One flash on Max. When does he use it? Where does he use it? How does he activate DGT? He is behind him right now. They're going in together on this one. Crim's playing anti-default in a way, and Flame's got a better angle. Flame is always going to swing for that one alongside Crims once he knows the battle is going down. You always feel uncomfortable as a CT almost at this point when you've lost control of top banana. You don't necessarily know what's going on. I'm going to throw in some retake utility, but Fnatic are quite speedy about their retake of top mid, and DGT will actually choose to fight for it, and choose to fight for it relatively alone, because Buddha was not swinging off his contact. At least he gets his one. That's something. And damage done to Body and Crims is somewhat significant. Crims has picked up the AWP because of that. So, I've just paused now, Fnatic, realizing that rotations are likely. Bomb still on the back of Body with Crims holding each other's line to see if 9Z go searching, and that's exactly what they do. Smart hesitancy from Fnatic, and now they're going to be going back toward B as a group.
Yeah, smart, because they realize after getting that kill that they're probably going to pull the attention in towards Archers. There's no one home on this B bomb site, so a very good call coming through from Body in this round after they win or at least trade evenly in towards middle. As you say, just hold complementary angles, covering one another. And 9Z kind of have to go searching because they decided to gamble and rotate that extra player across to the A bomb site.
You'd say 9Z could have the edge, and they have actually rotated a third player over at the right time here.
Feels like it's the first time that they've actually got a very good read here by having an extra player on the bomb site that Fnatic are headed to. But as I say those words, it looks like Fnatic are going to pivot in a different direction. A full fake being thrown into this B bomb site. Body's going to commit, he's dead. Martin Ezra now realizes, but he's going to be too late. It's going to be reliant on DGT. Buddha.
Oh, this is fine, yeah. Yeah, okay. DGT and Buddha will get their 2 kills, and DGT even sprays the last 2 down as well. Blame him for not trying to trade that site player, and they may have done that, but of course expose it to themselves to that crossfire, and that was spot on. Fnatic are down to probably their last buy, I would say, and obviously it's getting a bit awkward toward the end of the half now. Oh, Body. That's a great entry on DGT. Martin Ezra will find Crims, but now they know what's going on. They need to help that Martin Ezra on long, and Body will get removed. Buddha in pit. Good angle being held. Mattis can't creep his way forward, and now it's just North and Blained once again. Nice entry, but Martin Ezra's doing it all. We mentioned that a 9Z win condition is Martin Ezra playing well, and you know what? He is loving it right now. He'll make sure he stays alive. It baits BESTIA in, and that is a good one for 9Z. A nice little settler. They were kind of gearing themselves up to move forward, but not this time. Not this time. I think we'll remove into top mid and take that instead. And unfortunately for Buddha, he's caught the utility draw. It might have to be DGT now, and that is clean. 2 headshots, realizes that long is a possibility, gets back into pit to retake Buddha's original position. Takes more damage than the Molotov than I think he would have wanted. Probably thought it was in its final ebbs. But he's still alive, and that's all that matters. Crims might have control toward long, and that is gorgeous. Wow, what a bit of teamwork that is. DGT destroys Crims. Mattis will finally get one back. He actually recovered 2v3 here because the bomb is recoverable. Top mid is a worry though, and Mattis is holding a big off angle on the graveyard. They could lose one very quickly though. Blame, he tried to get into pit. He couldn't get into pit. And that means 9Z will edge the first half. Oh, looks like Blame and Mattis wanted to go searching for a split second, but get the info that wards them away from pushing down. Often you do see CT sides go for some very aggressive pistols just to let the Glocks know what's coming. It's the Glocks that rush you down, not the USPs. So fighting fire with fire can work, but it's a bit more of a defensive one for Fnatic, so they're going to have to be as accurate as possible. An early 1-for-1. Also peek with the P250. Mattis will remove Buddha in response. Crims gets a lot of intel. There's a player towards short. And Peak actually will jump away from that one. Obviously wary of the apartments as well. He'd be right to be. But the bomb is still going toward B. And there's obviously only 2 players to go in for this one right now. That means Mattis could just have 2 1-for-1s, 2 1v1s to deal with. But it's kind of a weird pistol. We're all across the map for both teams right now. And 9Z don't necessarily know where to go next. They've got the bomb and banana, but Fnatic know DGT has taken the A site. Blame F with no CT smoke might have something to do here, but not on this occasion. Actually, he's going to creep forward on this one. Is DGT on this flank. They should know it's still a possibility. I'd be very surprised if they're not aware of that. So Peak and Banana will check that big flank coming through, and now Max always in position with the Glock. High angle, might not get big straight away. Oh, it's very whiffy though, and Mattis gets an opportunity to take him down. 2v2, what a flank check from Blame F, that's dirty. It's now all down to Harasso Peak, bomb planted in the open, but Blame's hit all the headshots. What a recovery from the side of Fnatic that is. Huge pistol to win. Yeah, 9Z had a brilliant end to the half. Basically in the close rounds, a couple of after plants, a couple of 2v2s. Fnatic couldn't find a way to hold them at bay. Now, it might have gone in Fnatic's way, but they need to take this one. This is the all-important one. And Blame actually only just gets that trade on Harasso Peak because they take long control. So they've got a 4 versus 3, but with Blame wounded, bomb's still recoverable for 9Z. It's not done yet, but it's a good nade, and it actually forces Buddha wide. Good timing on the burst from Nork.
Yeah, should really be no way back into this round here for 9Z. Max and Martinez up. Galil and a Tech 9 between them, but Cribbs is already going searching. He's going hunting, and there's no world in which 9Z are ever going to anticipate this. And there we go. Cribbs will come through, catching Martinez completely off guard. And that's going to be Fnatic leveling up the scoreline here once again, and they'll play against an Eco in the next. So I guess 9Z really brought it together towards the end of their defensive half there, Trav.
See if they can put that into practice. Obviously, Fnatic will have a bit of that bonus buy, 2 for Masters, MP9. Now I'm going to choose to fight for Banana a little bit. He wants to clear half wall, so he can spray the cubby, and now he realizes exactly what's going on and just decides to go for the jump shot. And Buddha gets a rude awakening. More Fnatic. See, they've got an advantage, but the situation they're in now is not too fun, because they just don't really have a whole lot of information. They're not really searching for it either. And Crims will get spooked slightly by realizing that Harasso Peak is up short, as you can see. He'd missed the timing on the jiggles around the van. So he'll get that intel now. And now I think Fnatic are well set up for this. Long obviously is a bit of a concern. And Max actually will get that 1 kill on North. That expects Harasso Peak to go for the swing, but Mattis does really well to find his 2. It leaves it all down to Martinez, and they might not expect body so close. He's just creeping up on the crouch peak right now. Martinez has no clue he's up already. That's good realization from body there, knowing that Martinez has no clue. If we do go to a third, obviously we're a bit concerned about 9Z's form there as well. That's Dust 2, and as Matt mentioned earlier on in the veto, our little pre-game segment that we kind of had a chat while the desk was talking.
Yeah, it was quite questionable that they decided to go for Dust 2 instead. And we'll have to wait and see why they've chosen that option, because it does look like ultimately we will end up on that third map. Norclick is just trying to get ahead of that smoke, rattles off, the shot doesn't connect, and that means all the pressure now mounts on Blame F. Buddha just charging forward while holding down mouse button 1. Will be able to take down that B player, and it looks like Fnatic have already got enough to just call it a day here. I'm surprised, with them having so much money. I actually really would have liked them to just feel this out a little bit more.
Right. Mattis is in boiler. He hears everything going on in mid right now, and surely he'll face on a timing, and you know what? He's got 2. That is solid from that position, especially when DGT was looking to clear it out as well. They get a 3-for-2 do Fnatic, and Nork is still on the edge of the balcony, and he gets a forward kill on DGT. Maybe he swings a little bit too far for the next, though. And now Martineza, 43 health against Body and Crims. Years and years of experience between Body and Crims. Borderline more years than Martineza's even been a professional player.
Got to make sure he doesn't overcook it here. Obviously, has a free path into the B bomb site. He wouldn't know that. And Fnatic are going to be left scratching their heads, wondering where has Martineza actually gone here? Has he shifted away from A entirely? And Crims is going to be the one to find him out. So that will be Fnatic winning a key gun round back and taking a big step in the direction of finishing off Inferno. Important round for 9Z. I feel like if they lose this one, then Inferno's as good as done. And they're going to go for a classic bulk burst here as well. They've got 3 players ready and raring to go. Mac-10 leads the charge, but Matties shuts them down. And the Yorpa, reluctant to push through that smoke afterwards, waits for DGT to kind of join up with him. In the meantime, Max has a job, and that job's just trying to control the backlines, kind of trying to control the flank. Matties is just fragging like a madman. This is what we expected out of him coming into the series, and he's absolutely delivered here on Inferno. A brilliant multi-kill. Not the first multi-kill out of him on this bomb site either. And certainly won't be the last.
Beautiful from Mattis. Quad kill. And that's how active you want him to be as well. You want him to be searching for these sort of situations, spinning around on a top, dealing with every single angle. Obviously gets the first 2 in his favour with health to spare. Blame helping out with that flank as well. Even elevates his position on the last, knowing that Martineza is in a tough position with the weapon he's got.
Dust 2 looking increasingly likely at this point.
Incendiary will block off Thunderpick from going for a play, and Blame once again taking point in Banana. So often does that for Fnatic. And 2 more to add to the tally, and that might be one of the early nails in the 9Z Inferno coffin. Crims will peek and deal with DGT. Mattis will even work his way forward again. They might not be expecting that when they've got a 5 versus 2. He's still looking for kills, and Body will be in to trade instantly. Good teamwork from Fnatic, and we're on the edge now. Problematic for 9Z, and maybe a glimpse into why this map has been so rough for them recently. Dust 2 has been a similar story, but we're yet to see that in front of our eyes today. Really interesting to see what we'll get to witness. Fnatic, this could be the map done here. Lovely flick from Nork. Actually, it's just as good a trade from Martineza to mean that he can't hop back away after the flick on the close pushing Hwaso peak. But 4v4 and utility, not good for 9Z at all.
And Matties is going to go searching himself and Crims this time. The duo making their way up short, looking to try and aggress on the mid round here in towards middle. And they both found success. They both peer back in towards apartments at the perfect moment. Oh, and it's gone brilliantly for Fnatic. What a way to finish off the job. Not looking overzealous with that result, perhaps. Just business as usual.
In terms of international events other than Res, but could be the favourites here. Let's see. Thunderpick will spot them jumping out long, and he'll fall back and wait for his teammates to come and help.
Yeah, very standard pistol around here from Fnatic, keeping it as simple as you possibly can. All 5 players out of long, and then try and go in towards, let's say, bomb site. DGT and Huaso are the 2 here to try and keep Fnatic at bay. It's a big kill out of DGT, but there has to be a lot more where that came from. Body further forward than what DGT was ever expecting, and 9Z really struggling to find these kills right now. It's not at all an ideal retake position that they find themselves in. Boosting the Julies up right now, trying to disrupt this bomb plant. Fnatic also kind of struggling to find the space for the plant, but eventually they will get that bomb down, and surely this is going to be an impossible retake.
The damage is so significant. There's body, there's not, and a knife was attempted, but stolen away. He was in the midst of the madness there.
And I'm liking the way that they're moving through the round here as well. Late contact being taken in towards long. Ruasapeak's going to go back and explore in this direction. Finds himself a gunfight. It's so whiffy from him. Martinez gets the trade but goes down straight afterwards. And that means that the A bomb site has now been compromised.
GT and CT, but Blameless, of course, still being a nuisance near mid doors. He'll be able to hear a lot of this control. He'll even find Buddha on the rotation. That's so naughty. That's a gun upgrade for him as well. It never rains, but it pours for 9Z in this round. Losing long control, even losing to the lurk. And I'm afraid that's going to be a 3-0 start if you're a 9Z fan.
Yeah, not a 3-0 start where you lose the pistol, then lose the force and the eco. It includes a gun round, which is a bit concerning for them. It was quite easy for Fnatic in terms of how they get themselves into the round. Huaso, you know, just kind of going back towards long late in the round from us. It's really awkward. Only 2 kills for 9Z so far here on the map as well. 3rd round borderline completed. Gonna need the individuals to pitch up here for the South American squad. And my goodness, Matties, he's only gotten better as the series has gone on. And he's looking red hot right now.
"35 seconds now, though, as you say. Time ticking down, so call needs to come right now, and obviously they're playing this for a long while, so Martinez needs to be ready. All the flash is really good. They're dropping in towards CT, but it's not going to work out. Thankfully, Martinez gets his vision back, finds Mattis, but he does get destroyed by Crims. That's a huge shot to take for Crims. The bomb is in CT. Yeah, we both realised it at exactly the same time. You know, that happened yesterday as well, and there was no way to ever bring it back. I actually managed to nab it and jump up new box. Okay, so the bomb on the minimap was next to the boxes, I think. They managed to just nab it, I believe, and just pick it up on the new box. That new box is huge, obviously, these days. Look at Blame. Look at Blame. He's got 1 free kill, but Crims needs to stay alive. He's doing exactly that. Oh, my word. Crims delivers with all of them. Massive triple, and Fnatic keep on trucking.
It feels like 9Z must have seen that the bomb was dropped in CT and just thought that the round was over by virtue of the time. It looked like they'd kind of just accepted that the job was done, and obviously not. Maybe the bomb was on the ledge. Maybe it actually hadn't fallen down. Let's have a look here how number 3 goes back. Oh, we don't I don't think it fell. Just having a look at the player who dropped into CT, I didn't see the bomb on the floor.
And it's probably, you know, of all the teams in the top 15, top 20 in the world, you look at those percentages, and they might be some of the worst on those 2 maps that currently exist, right? 12% in 8 on Inferno, 11% in 9 on Dust2, and it could be even worse in a matter of moments. So this game's getting away from them very early doors here.
We're going to need a Martinez show if there's going to be any chance for 9Z to get back into the CT side of Dust2, heavily dominated by the AWPer. And we've really seen him struggle in the series. On Inferno, he missed a number of shots you don't expect him to, and we've seen that happen on Dust2 as well when he was rammed trying to kill the players coming up short into A. Either way, they do get an opening kill courtesy of their Spanish sniper, who absolutely wants to be flashed through the smoke, and he does emerge on the other side. Damage inflicted, but it's not fatal. Plenty of time in this round for Fnatic as well. They don't have to commit, but it looks like they want to.
And Martinez is set up on short still, and there's no short lurk going to come through. It's all long for Fnatic, but he does go down. Crims, another really important kill, and Blamer somehow drops into that position through the corner of the smoke to deal with Max in CT. The round has switched once again. Blame with 2 kills on the board. It's still not been taken down in this game thus far. They're trying to get the jump shots, but Blame F! Goodness gracious me. Big cheers from Fnatic, and why not? Because he's hit a ridiculous transfer to up that tally to 10. Fnatic have so much money, they're willing to go for a double AWP in Suicide. Now that is just ridiculous, dude. Like, They have enough money for the end of the half probably at this point. Cribs has got the spawn for long. He's going to take it. And why not when you have the ability to do that with all the money in the bank?
Yeah, he'll go back for more after that as well, and DGT will condemn him to death. So at least there's a frag back for 9Z, but they're still down by a man. That's forced Buddha to go searching in tunnels right now. He's very deep with the MP9. Matisse is the one tasked with going back and trying to clear it out. And you can see he's certainly aware that somebody could have pushed forward. Buddha going to get his first kill on the board. That was so necessary. And Max going to get in on the act. So despite the fact that Fnatic opened up with 2 kills, it'll actually be 9Z who get a man advantage as we enter the mid-round. Buddha spotted out as well. That's going to prompt them to just push their way forward. Oh, pressure ramping up for Buddha. He's going to try and stay alive for as long as he can.
Oh, wow.
And he gets another kill as well. That's brilliant.
He should not have got one more. The fact he does actually means that now this round is winnable. If it was a 2 versus 2, I think Fnatic take it. Now, Blame has got a bit more on his plate. Fresh reload, but as they hear the reload, goodness me, Max gives him no time to work with whatsoever. That is dirty.
9Z have remained committed with 3 players on that B bomb site because of the early presence shown by Fnatic. And sometimes you don't want to dump your util as the CTs if you have 3 players like that committed to the bomb site, because you actually want the teams to commit to the push. And the push will come through.
Wow.
Nork just narrowly missing out on the angle there. Didn't favor him. And that means it's a one-dimensional hit now for Fnatic, with all 4 players remaining starting to make their way up the ramp. It's not ideal at all. Buddha just has to stay alive here because they're never going to expect another player in the bomb site. But Buddha, well, he'll do more than just stay alive. He's going to thrive. DGT gets in on the act as well. Martineza. Okay, eventually goes back. Collateral not necessary as 9Z string consecutive rounds together. You know, from the 5v3 to get themselves back in the round the way they did was impressive. And in the previous round as well, you know, the 3-man setup on the B bomb site works out for them. So Fnatic are going to be left thinking, okay, well, they're reading us pretty well right now, you know, with us pushing into 3 players on that B bomb site. So they might start to second guess themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
Plenty money though.
And in the end, really, I think I'll make the point in a second, because DGT could have a fight out long here. He's mollied on blue box. Crims has got that position locked in, but he's going to try and help out too. Resmoke will come in, and now Crims is actually very, very stuck. He's going to be forced into the open, still wins the duel. That's huge for Crims. But yeah, I was going to say that, yeah, if Buddha doesn't get that one more kill on B when it was 7-0, with the MP9 on low HP, I would say Fnatic win that round. And as it is now, Blame F couldn't complete the clutch, reloading in the open, not hiding before committing to that and getting run down by Max. That might have changed the complexion. DGT's got a great angle toward long here.
Yeah,
Body and Mattis wanting to entry. There will be utility in play, but it's not going to affect him. Could get 2, it's only 1. But Martinez needs to keep off the contact. Good jiggle.
Yeah, baiting out the shot, 45 seconds on the clock. Blame F emerges in middle, activates at the perfect moment, as he's known for. Such a good internal clock. And actually, after they get that frag, he's going to call for his teammates to rotate back in this direction. Max is the only player between Fnatic and the C bomb site right now. Matty's with the C4, going to try and go through tunnels. He drops the bomb carrier, does Max. Backpedals, finds another kill as well. And now Blame F, who found the one frag to open up the round, is going to have to clutch 1 versus 2. Bomb on his back, immediately just makes his way up towards the A bomb site. Martinez are going to be close enough to hear these steps. He has an AWP, so it's not really an ideal weapon to have in this position right now. Blame F is just going to commit all the way straight into the bomb site and looks to plant the bomb. Martineza not going to look to deny the C4, but Blame F never going to expect him this close. Martineza continues to creep his way forward and will be rewarded for his patience.
Yeah, a little hand on his chest there from Blame F, and the player cam. It's like he got spooked a little bit by Martineza there.
9Z just fighting tooth and nail to keep themselves in contention right now. Just a smoke being thrown in the open towards Long, who has to peek. Oh my goodness. Comes incredibly close, going to just drop the nade. Body is the one who's applying the pressure on the same bomb site right now, and 9Z are in awful positions. Do they have anyone on the site itself? Martinez, I think, is with the AWP on short. Thunderpick goes for the elevated angle, gets a kill back, but there's still so much pressure on the same bomb site, and they know in the back of their minds that Blame F is in middle, so they have to force these fights, but they're not at all going the way they would have hoped.
Oh my god, it's back and forth so drastically here, but DGT is not long for this world. Blame, how many mid-lurks has he made work for him in this map thus far?
Feels like they just lost track of him as well with all the action going down on the A bomb side, because he did get a kill in middle earlier on in the round. Probably should have accounted for him. But just too much commotion over towards A, and it's a broken buy coming into the last round of the half for 9Z. Fnatic on course to go 9-3. have lost blame in middle this time around, so at least 9Z will feel like they've been able to remove that lurker from the equation. MongolZ finally able to come to the party with his AWP.
Lovely collateral. That leaves Nork with nothing, I'm afraid, for this final round of the half. Needs a 1 versus 4. I have casted a Nork 1 versus 4 in the past, but that was back on the Apex days. Nice clear, actually, of DGT.
Whoa.
His crosshair placement was good, but DGT's reaction was better. So, I think from 7-0, I hazard a guess that Fnatic would have wanted more than 8-4, but they're still very much in control. Fnatic have been allowed to have, and we'll see if that does cost them ultimately.
Yeah, taking their time here in the round as they start to make their way through middle. They're going to smoke off CT and then try and split into the speed bomb site. Huaso Peak has got a P250 in tunnels, and Matisse is timing his peak here in the window, and he has now been spotted out. So he doesn't have that element of surprise. He doesn't have a head either. Crims is the one left with trying to lock it down, and unfortunately can't get more than just that one kill. DGT now doing his best blame F impression. They both sit very close to the monitor as well. Perhaps a common denominator, and he will get the timing here as well. He'll hear the footsteps of a player underneath him, and that frag on Nork will be enough to lock in the pistol. So 9Z do exactly what was required of them coming into the second half, and that's win this pistol.
I'm big enjoyers of 9Z, not necessarily due to their recent form, just because they put more, flags on the map, more countries on the map in World Counter-Strike. It's a global game, and to have, Chilean, Uruguayan, Argentinian players in the top 20 of the world is important for the esport. They prove how good they can be in that IM Dallas event. On fight this time. And go the way of Fnatic until the trades come through straight away. And surely Blameoff doesn't get one from there. You know what? He does well to get one. But one won't be enough. 9Z have traded their way through. Thanks to Huaso Peak getting only his 4th kill of the game. An important one for sure.
Oh,
make that
that's
5
a big kill as well.
Mattis
Yeah.
goes hunting. And that means that the first gun round is going to go the way of 9Z. Now then, this game has legs.
Assuming Crims doesn't actually find a way to go completely undetected here and then just destroy them from the inside out. He is just staying in elevator for as long as he possibly can. And there might be a false sense of security creeping in here for 9Z. The problem is Crims doesn't have a kit. If he had a kit, then all of a sudden I fancy his chances. But they now know exactly where he is. Time continues to tick away, and MongolZ will finish off the job. That's a really big round coming through from 9Z. Think about it. CTs get the opening kill on body.
They would have felt in control. They would have felt like this comeback to win 2-1 was on track. Now mentality's completely changed. MongolZ on top mid, wait for short aggression, but look at Buddha. Goodness me, look at Buddha. He's outbeat immediately, and he was the only one to do it. He's the only one there. What a call from 9Z. Crims caught completely off guard. Thunderpick's been seen as well, and poor old Mattis is trying to fight for it, but just can't. That is insane, and the round is over before it even begun. So they can get into more advanced positions to go hunting. They know Fnatic desperately need these guns. And 9Z are willing to go hunting for them. 4 players coming out from long. Nork will get the first, avoid the HE. There actually is no one coming from long doors right now. They've got 2 players near car. Nork will realise that one is there. And realise there's still a site player as he sees the weapon being swapped over. AWP being recovered from MongolZ. It looks like just keeping them locked in at this point here. They're not willing to go any deeper than that.
Gun rounds haven't been the problem. Fnatic have had a number of gun rounds in the second half, and they haven't been able to make them work. And they're just going to turn up the notch on the aggression, now turn up the dial, as they make their way through tunnels with 2.
Oh, Mattis, this is so risky. Sure, you've got your sort of teammate holding your hand, but he needs 2. And actually, to be fair, considering how they peek him, he does well to get 1. And then Crims will charge through the smoke. That's good proactivity, but Nork is so stuck. Surely gets taken down. What a shot. He's been so quiet in this series, I feel like, as a whole, Nork, and that could be his most important kill of the game. Now they're 1 round behind on the 3rd map decider. DGT and MongolZ are 2v4. Now that nade damage has done that damage, I think with the 9 seconds left on the clock, you know what's going to be going on here. They have a little bit of a spare utility. They actually might... Hang on, wait. Body's got a nade, Crims has got a nade, and Nork's got a nade. Uh-oh, boys, what's happening here? They're gone, and they're gone after time as well. Sure, they've got money in the bank, but that is fantastic from Fnatic. Oh, they're doing it again. Hang on a second. I'll get back to my point in a moment. Again, we're in B. This time with 3 players, not just Buddha. Oh, no, Fnatic, don't tell me you're leaving B open again. This round could be over before it's even begun again.
And Crims can't do anything about it. Clears the smoke up, but there's nothing on offer on the opposite side. Fnatic have got the finances to attempt to retake this time trap. They got a couple players in tunnels. Some good damage done by Crims. Martinez is the one who's trying to make sure that his teammates don't have to worry about tunnels, but he's been completely smoked off. So that does make things a lot more interesting, especially with Buddha being taken down. 9Z have 3 players in this B bomb site. Martinez is still locked out by that smoke grenade. This is very retakeable for Fnatic. And 9Z, they're going to be feeling the heat. They're feeling the pressure that's ramping up here so much. And look at the kills that come through from the CT side. Martinez is still locked down. Max in the corner. It's no-scoped by Nork. And Martinez, who's been waiting, is going to have to re-smoke that same angle as CT smoke. Fnatic have regained the lead. How have they won that round, keeping 5 alive?
That is one of the best B retakes I've seen in a long time, and it all comes down to tunnels control. I always say it. We know how hard BESTIA 2 is to retake. It's a nightmare. You have to go through window and through door. But if you have tunnels pressure, they pinch everyone on the site and beautifully retake to take 10.
Such good util usage to get back into that B-bomb site as well. The flashes were perfect. Nork clears out the smoke. Max is off on the opposite side. Nork will happily oblige. There is a smoke grenade on Martinez. It's a smoke of CT here, but BlameF just trades positions with Nork, so that frag is free. And the wheels are falling off for 9Z. I think it might be map over. I don't know how you come back from losing a round like they just did, where you get full control of the B-bomb site, you plant the bomb with all 5 players alive. That should be a locked-in round. Could do some detrimental damage to their mental.
Wait. Jinxes don't exist. I'm Bart Simpson writing it on the chalkboard right now in the titles of The Simpsons. Jinxes don't exist. Jinxes don't exist. Jinxes don't exist. They only have the Martinez orb. That's all they have. Surely we're all okay here.
We are. We're definitely all good. Crims and Matties, both rooted on the bomb site. This is a great angle for Crims. There's just one flashbang. It's all good. Matties is here to remain in control. Fantastic double. Martinez will hit the no-scope. Okay, buddy. We haven't seen you do a huge amount so far in the series, and you have to come to the party here and now. And this is a key shot to reduce it down to a 1v1. Wants to get the reload off. Gonna fake the plant? No, just commits all into the bomb plant off the back here. Incendiary not gonna force him out of position, but Nork will just surge forward and Fnatic get the point on the board. It was essentially a save round for the T, so 3 kills in a bomb plant, not a bad return, but Fnatic just 2 rounds away.
Fortunately, that didn't get rewarded, but Fnatic now 2 rounds away from that reward. Are finally getting over the line. They have got some form of long control, but look at Buddha being a bit of a nuisance again. He really realizes now he's alone in this position. The first time he's done that around the map. No progress. He is going to fall back.
Oh, wow. Criminal, and how's he avoided the trade as well? DGT had to connect on that shot there to get the kill on Crims. There was a moment where Crims even jumps up that leaves him vulnerable, but shots don't connect. How do they wrestle their way back into this round? That is the question of the moment. Oh man, slight gap there, BlameF. He is just, he's dialed in, man.
He's kind of had everything go his way in this map. Oh, okay. That's a good kill for Max. Lead one from Crims. Oh, back turn for Martinez. That's unfortunate. And now the bomb dropped on the door. Thankfully for DGT, it is recoverable, but only if you can get past Crims, and that's just not going to happen. Fnatic have recovered so well in this game.
In the grand scheme of things, if they can't remedy the problems that they're having on these maps, and it's a broken buy just to try and keep themselves alive. Look at this from BlameF, just brimming with confidence right now, pushing up middle. He wants to finish this off here, and now not the cleanest at all, and Max will capitalize on that.
Most opening pick Fnatic have lost in a while. Not to rotate back up. Too short, using new box. In a good position for what 9Z looking like they want to plan, but they are through long right now. Oh, Mattis tries to recover the round. When you're a man down, you want to go aggressive, want to look for something. And fortunately gets owned. He's had a rough game as Mattis. And now Fnatic have to go aggressive. Nork is here, Body's here. They're playing together at the right time, but unfortunately, Crims can't get anything done. Body can't get anything done either. And Nork will get taken down as well. Crimson's too far away to be able to have a factor in this one. He's not like was pinching from behind in good time like I thought he might when they were trying to push those two players towards short. So, 9-0 will reach double digits at least.
All right, well, this map clearly still has legs left in it. The question is, how much or how many legs, Trav? Is it all of the legs? Is it just one leg, half a leg?
I'm moving the bomb back toward Tons, and you've got Blame F with a secondary AWP, by the way, in position for this one. Obviously, we saw Heavy God pull it out earlier for Cloud9, and often when that can be a big factor on Dust 2 at the end of the game. There is a Molotov on Horasso Peak if they want to get him in position. Crim's still close door on that low XP. If he gets one, it would be good because it will bait in Mattis. That's big. Again, opening pick. There's the Blame of the secondary. Oh, but he picks again. Oh, bit nervy, but hang on, Mattis is still here. And that's the finishing blow. 9Z, their woes will continue on Dust 2. And Fnatic just about scraped their way into the winner's match.